Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. I had to come up with something so I could talk about multiple Kingdom Reign episodes. So, as the Kingdom Reign world turns, let's get into it. So, I think we're clear on how the mess gets started, right? Because all Carlos had to do was introduce Selena as the new Belle. That's all he had to do, and then get into it. But he turns to Soguchi and says she's an extra like the gum or something else. Like, why would you even say that? Because now you're having tension on the show. And then whatever happens, that's your fault. Now, when it comes to Sophia and Selena, I feel like Selena could have walked out on the stage and had her introduction and did her banter or whatever. But because Carlos turned to Soguchi and asked her something about an extra, this puts her on guard. Then she has to come up with something smart to say. And like, you can't even get common sense out of the ladies because they're going back and forth. As far as Selena goes, I thought that you would be able to infer that I meant maybe now she's ready, right? Christmas just passed. You know that can't be easy for her. So, yeah, that's crazy that you would think that I was giving her a timeline to grieve. That is actually so wild and insane. But what I will say is this: any of you could have done Selena's job this season. To me, Selena was a friend to the show. Selena did not show up to be a Belle until she walked up on this stage. She was a Belle on that reunion stage, right? But I also feel like she does have a story to tell, and she needs to have room to tell that story. Because we don't know what her story is. We don't know anything about Selena. We know that she had daughters that was on Bring It. We know that she divorced from JJ. And we know that she's on Bell Collective and friends with all the girls. That's all we know. If you know something else, let me know. Y'all, let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. Ken gonna have to stop trying to marry this girl. He gonna have to stop. Like, there's no need for you even to have a conversation with the word marriage in it until she is fully divorced. You remember I talked about her body language? She don't even look at him when he's talking about getting married. Hold on, let's go.
You ready to get married again?
Eventually.
Ready?
Sort of, kind of, something like that.
Golly, man, you ain't supposed to have no doubt.
Ken is right. You're not supposed to have any doubt. When you want to marry somebody, you are on pins and needles for him to ask. You know what I'm saying? And Ken, you should be able to read this energy. Now, I don't want to go on and say that this is Bible because I know production has a lot to do with some things. But just for the sake of watching this, this is hard to watch. Because it's like you don't even recognize that she doesn't want to get married. She had her eyes closed. Let's see what Trish has to say.
So I'm hesitant to talk about marriage with Ken. It's not necessarily Ken, it's the being married part. I'm excited, but I don't want to make another 13-year mistake either. We're going to need a little more time.
Now, this is the reason that Trish is really not divorced. This is why she always says, I'm shocked that Marquez would bring papers. Or, I don't know how to feel if I should be crying or if I should be happy. Or, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. The reason that she has all those sentiments is because she is afraid that he's going to buy a ring and she's going to have to say yes because he's been in her life. He's been helping her. He's been the man that's been her shield. He's helped her get through things when she was alone. And she feels obligated to say yes. But in her confessional, she ain't got no problem loving Ken. She got a problem being married to Ken. Because she is afraid that what happened with her and Marquez is going to happen to her and Ken. Now, that's the part I don't like. I don't like the fact that she's trying to compare them because I feel they're two different people. Somebody said that to me, like, how you going to tell her how she going to do this? You shouldn't compare people. I don't think this man is anything like Marquez at all. But I don't know him either. But at the same time, she's scared. You know what I'm saying? Ken, read the room, baby.
I will say this. We got to take all the proper steps. counseling, church, back to church. You know what I'm saying? We'll be all right. As long as we doing the right thing, it ain't no reason for it not to be successful.
I agree with Ken. Everything he said is correct. There should be counseling. There should be counseling for Ken, Trish, the children, and Ken, Trish, and the children. That should take about 6 months. Okay. Yes, they should go to church. That is a great start. That is absolutely good. And I think in one of the interviews, he said or she said that they were in church, right? But at the same time, even though you're saying all the right things, Ken, that is not going to make her want to marry you. She is afraid that she'll marry you and you will switch up and be Marquez. She said in confessional she doesn't want that to be the same like it was the 13 years that she was with him or whatever. So you pushing Trish is not going to be good for y'all getting married. Because anybody that's married knows that time brings about a change. And I don't know if you want that change from Trish. Because she already said she don't talk and she got an anger problem. So that would not be good for y'all. But speaking about these two. So after the show tonight, join me and Marquez. We'll be talking about the show and talking about him and having a real conversation with him. We'll see how this goes. We will review the show. I don't know if I'm going to actually do that with him or I'm going to do this with him after we have our conversation. But we're going to review the show tonight on Millie Chun TV. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah. Before I go, I just thought about this. What do y'all think about this? What do you think about Antoinette coming back to Bell Collective? Now that we know Akeisha is out, right? Akeisha is out. What do you think about this? Do you think she would come back? Is she even living in Mississippi? Because I want to say somebody said she was living somewhere else. And would Letitia want her to come back? Would she want her to come back so she could have a storyline? Because Antoinette would definitely give her a storyline. Because what is her storyline? Let me know what you think about that. And I will say this. This Antoinette, I'm good with this Antoinette coming back. That Antoinette that was hitting baseballs at the baseball diamond, I don't want her back. But this one could come back. But do you think she should, could, or would you want her to? Let me know what you think about it. Because all of this is very interesting. It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.